This is a computer, and you're probably watching this very video on one, but have you ever wondered how all this stuff actually works? I mean, what's a CPU or a GPU or RAM or ROM? Today I'm going to provide a very basic, abstracted overview of how your computer works and how all the parts within it link together. To start, we have the brains of the computer. The CPU, or Central Processing Unit, controls all of the computer's operations. Say you wanted to ask the computer to add 2 and 2. The CPU would be the thing to do that. It can have multiple cores, which are all like mini CPUs that control their own operations. It's important to note here that cores and threads are different things. Cores are the actual physical units in the CPU, whereas threads are simulated by the computer. The CPU fetches data from and writes data to RAM. RAM, random access memory, is temporary storage that's volatile, meaning it turns off when the computer turns off. Any current processes or applications running are stored in RAM because it's quicker for the CPU to fetch from and write to RAM than secondary storage. Secondary storage is for the long-term storage of apps and programs. When RAM turns off, it sends all of its data here. Secondary storage is non-volatile, meaning it stays on when the computer turns off. ROM is also non-volatile and stands for read-only memory. It's often smaller and more expensive than RAM. Its main job is to boot the computer, which means that it configures, tests, and connects external devices to the device. The GPU, or Graphics Processing Unit, is essentially the CPU, but its only job is to process and render graphics. If the CPU calculates all the computer's operations, the GPU renders the result. Some CPUs have built-in graphics processing, especially in smaller devices such as laptops, so that a GPU isn't required. The final element I'm going to talk about is the one that links all of the above together, the motherboard. The motherboard connects the CPU, GPU, RAM and ROM, allowing them to interact and transfer data between each other.